And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Chargers 7, Washington 0.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And, boy, he did all he could, but he's going to finally be stopped a couple yards short of the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. Space to run past the 20. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, he'll check this down to Hines. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Now Fields. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I don't know who exactly made the call. Was it the special teams coach? But it had to be okayed by the head coach. Gutsy call. Fake and a touchdown? A terrific play.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Now the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. 2nd and 5. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. That's complete to John Ross. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. The scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Jones going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. DK Metcalf, 52 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off play action, Fields steps away. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on third down, Fields. This to Hines on the drop-off. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. They snap it to Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. To throw is Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now it's Fields. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Operating from the gun. Fields. Got an open man. It's QT. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. Play action. It's Fields. Rolling to his left. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 30. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Jones. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there. And it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. DK Metcalf. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Washington, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.